Blessings, everyone. I'm James with Fiery Faith Ministries, and we are going to read some scriptures under the Sukkah. We are praying that your Sukkot is a blessing, that you can spend time outside in creation as we prepare for our Messiah's return, as he dwells with us, that protection and coverage in his Sukkah. We're so waiting that time. This is our final week 54 of this year's Torah cycle. What a blessing it has been. We have learned and gained so much understanding as we read line by line through each of these scriptures. What a blessing it has been. Thank you for joining us, whether you've been there from the beginning or you're just catching this the first time. May the words bless you today. Like I said, our final portion, Vezot Ha'Bracha, the blessing, is going to be Deuteronomy, chapters 33, verse 1, through chapter 34, verse 12. May this be a blessing for you today. Chapter 33. And this is the blessing wherewith Moshe, the man of Elohim, blessed the children of Yasharel before his death. And he said, Yahuah came from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000s of Kodashim. From his right hand went a fiery law for them. Yea, he loved the people. All his Kodashim are in your hand, and they sat down at your feet. Every one shall receive of your words. Moshe commanded us a Torah, even the inheritance of the assembly of Yaakov. And he was king in Yasharon, when the heads of the people and the tribes of Yasharel were gathered together. Let Reuben live and not die, and let not his men be few. And this is the blessing of Yehudah. And he said, Hear, Yahuah, the voice of Yehudah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be you a help to him from his enemies. And of Levi he said, Let your Tumiim and your Urim be with your Yahid, whom you did prove at Makkah, and with whom you did strive at the waters of Meribah. Who said unto his father and to his mother, I have not seen him, neither did he acknowledge his brethren, nor knew his own children, for they have guarded your word and kept your covenant. They shall teach Yaakov your judgments, and Yasharel your Torah. They shall put incense before you, the whole ascending smoke sacrifice upon your altar. Bless Yahuah, his substance, and accept the work of his hands. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him, and of them that hate him, that they rise not again. And of Benjamin he said, The beloved of Yahuah shall dwell in safety by him, and Yahuah shall cover him all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulders. And of Joseph he said, Blessed of Yahuah be his land, for the precious things of heaven, for the dew and for the deep that couches beneath, and for the precious fruits brought forth by the sun, and for the precious things put forth by the moon, and for the chief things of the ancient mountains, and for the precious things of the lasting hills, and for the precious things of the earth and fullness thereof, and for the good will of him that dwelt in the thorn bush. Let the blessing come upon the head of Joseph, and upon the top of the head of him that was separated from his brethren. His glory is like the firstling of his bullock, and his horns are like the horns of the reem. With them he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth, and they are the 10,000s of Ephraim, and they are the thousands of Manasseh. And of Zebulun he said, Rejoice, Zebulun is your going out, and Issachar in your tents. They shall call the people unto the mountain. There they shall offer sacrifices of righteousness, for they shall suck of the abundance of the seas, and of treasures hid in the sand. And of Gad he said, Blessed be he that enlarges Gad, He dwells as a lion and tears the arm with the crown of the head. And he proved the first part for himself, because there, in a portion of the Torah giver, he was seated. And he came with the heads of the people. He executed the justice of yahuah and his judgments with Yasharel. And of Dan he said, Dan is a lion's whelp. He shall leap from Bashan. And of Naphtali he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor and full with the blessing of yahuah, possess you the west and the south. And of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil. Your shoes shall be iron and brass, and as your days, so shall your strength be. There is none like unto the El of Yeshurun, who rides upon the heavens in your help, and in his excellency on the sky. The eternal Elahai is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before you, and shall say, destroy them. Yasharel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Yaakov shall be upon a land of grain and wine. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. Happy are you, O Yasharel, who is like unto you, O people saved by yahuah, the shield of your help, and who is the sword of your excellency. And your enemies shall be found liars unto you, and you shall tread upon their high places. Chapter 34. And Moshe went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nuiv, to the top of Pekah, that is over against Jericho. And yahuah showed him all the land of Galaad unto Dan, and all Naphtali, and the land of Ephraim and Manasseh, and all the land of Yehudah unto the utmost sea, and the Negev, and the circle of the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees, unto Zoar. And yahuah said unto him, this is the land which I swore unto Abraham, unto Yitzhak, and unto Yaakov, saying, I will give it unto your seed. I have caused you to see it with your eyes, but you shall not go over thither. So Moshe, the servant of yahuah, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of yahuah. And he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, over against Baet Peor, but no man knows of his sepulchre unto this day. And Moshe was 120 years old when he died. His eye was not dim, nor his natural force abated. And the children of Yasharel wept for Moshe in the plains of Moab 30 days. So the days of weeping and mourning for Moshe were ended. And Yahusha the son of Nun was full of the Ruach Chokmah, for Moshe had laid his hands upon him, and the children of Yasharel hearkened unto him, and did as yahuah commanded Moshe. And there arose not a prophet since in Yasharel like unto Moshe, whom yahuah knew face to face. In all the signs and the wonders which yahuah sent him to do in the land of Mitzrayim, to Pharaoh, and to all his servants, and to all his land, and in all the mighty hand, and in all the great terror which Moshe showed in the sight of all Yasharel. All right, that does it for this year's cycle, the 2023 Torah cycle. What a blessing it was. We pray that it was a blessing for you, that we continue to grow together in fellowship, in unity, seeking the Father's kingdom first. Join us on our Friday fellowship this Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, as we close out this cycle, as we dig in a little deeper and we take a final look at this portion. May you be blessed during your Sukkot. Shalom, everyone.